Unbelievable. Oh, we had 6 calves today so far. 3 of them were good cows. 2 of them were a little dingy. And, there's 3 or 4 cows that I do not want to calve right now. And guess what? So the calf's in the hot box now. He did get up, or she got up, sucked and everything, but she had to calved outside because she will jump a fence. So we had to leave her in kind of one of the partitions where between the windbreaks, big freestanding panel, and I should have sold her about, what was that, 3 years ago. I remember when she had a calf. Had her in the pole barn because she had a big calf and kind of a dumb calf too at that time, and it was kind of cold or windy that day too. We had her in the pole barn, and it came out a couple hours later. Here she is out of the pole barn, gate broken over, everything. So I wanted to sell her then, but I didn't have that many cows to begin with, so I ended up keeping her. And well, now we had to get her in. Hell of a time getting her in the corral, and then she took her sweet time calving, running around, sticking her head over the panels. Yeah, so now we have her calf in the hot box now, just because he's in the snow, born in the snow practically, so drying off. Time right now where we don't want to have the questionable cows calve because they're have to work with them close quarters, so rather not have anybody calve right now, but we did have 6 calf today, and hopefully not overnight. The biggest, if not overnight, it's a lot easier then. Other than that, all the calves are healthy right now. We're kind of in the pole barns, put the cows back in now, give them some hay, water, and yeah. We had probably about 5 inches of snow in about 12 hours. It really only picked up here. The wind's let up a little bit now. It's switching more to the northwest. It's still northeast, but it's slowly switching over. It's supposed to die down a little bit tonight, then pick right back up tomorrow, then blow like mad and snow. But now, since late afternoon here, early evening, the snow has really picked up. We probably have about at least 10 inches total now so far. I mean, I am just I'm soaked right now. So yeah, and I think this is supposed to keep up like this for overnight yet. So, and now we got to take special precautions with this cow now. Just makes life a little bit more difficult because you have to plan for her. Got to plan around her now, pretty much. So yeah, so that's the last straw now. I built up my herd a little bit more now. I got quite a few yearlings this year for heifers next year. Quite a few. So I'm gonna weasel off a couple this year now. When there's weather like this, you really could like, what was that, 3 years ago when we had like 100 calves all locked up in the corrals here because it was so cold and wet and everything. Really can tell how a cow is when you have to work with them in close quarters like this. It's amazing. From 4 of the 6 cows that calve was nothing getting them in. Open the gate up, just kind of coax them a little bit up, and hardly any running, nothing. Just kind of just go where they need to go. They listen, and in the pole barn, calf, boom, done. Then you got a cow like 316. It's just like, good grief, please. Oh, but yeah, that's real. This looks like this is gonna be here last year, so it might be last year for some of these cows. So just having weather like this, it's just like, yeah, I mean, you can't call everybody because you won't have a herd left. That's why I kept 316 for as long as I have. She makes excellent calves, but one of those things though. There might be a few dads eventually is slowly starting to cut back on his herd a little bit over the next few years here, and so we weaseling down there a little bit, but it makes quite a difference. And you got calmer, easygoing cows. It makes a heck of a difference for handling them, but always got to be a few that test the patience though. But I'm gonna go in, eat something, and plan the schedule for overnight here. Which every hour and a half, someone's got to be out. This is the part that sucks about calving, is when you got stuff like this. I mean, yeah, nice for the moisture, but that's rough for calving. It is very, very rough. Well, these 2 nicer cows calved. Middle of the night. We had about, since I recorded last, we had 5 more cows calve within 2 hours. These 2 were the last ones here. Brute and 844 over here. So we're still in here yet. Getting some water yet. Hey, Brute. They got it made in here right now. Just doing some cleanup and kind of got done moving some snow and had a little problem up by this calving barn. Oh yeah, stuff falling off the roofs too. You can't be beside a building, you get blasted. But yeah, I got in here. I kind of figured I probably shouldn't have come in here. I got in here, but I couldn't get out. So I had to kind of push my way out, and I took more dirt than I wanted to. Now I got kind of a dip here now, so all the snow melt just gonna pool here, and we're gonna have probably a wet spot here now. So annoying. Everywhere else I pushed wasn't too bad, but here not so good. So took a lot more dirt than I wanted to. Couldn't get out. Got in here, couldn't get out. Full of snow back here. Pretty good sized drift in front of here, and of course it's packed down from the cows being in here too, and I didn't even bother to go over there. No point. I think those cows, these 2 cows are gonna get moved out of there, and yeah, we'll probably, of course, gotta throw straw back here. Gotta throw a bunch of straw down here and a bunch of straw over there, and do some bedding then too. So yeah, we probably got 10 inches of snow, I would say, so far. It's hard to say because everything's in drifts, but I don't know. I'd say 10 inches. But supposed to get some more yet today. Yet, you know, maybe from 1 to 5 inches yet. But the wind finally arrived again here. It was pretty quiet overnight, surprisingly, but now the wind picked up here, and yeah, kind of ugly. Remember I said about wilder cows calving? Yeah, she's calving now. She's probably our meanest cow. I'm sure Dad will sell her this year. That's enough. So, yeah. So, you know, that cow 316, you know, being wild. This cow's worse. Put it that way. She's worse. And she's older too, even. She's been around longer. But I guess after something like this, because it makes a difference when they can calve out in the pasture. It's nice out, you know, whatever. But when you gotta have to deal with a cow like this, close quarters, when the crappy weather out, it's not fun. And who's the other ones we gotta look out for here? I can kind of pick them out pretty easy, really. The witches, the witching hour. That's what's going on right now. The witching hour is going. But those are okay. She's a little wild. She's a little huffy, but she's okay though. You can tolerate her. Her a little bit. Several dingy cows though, dingbats they call, that I come across. But oh yeah, her. This will be her last year, right here. She's kind of huffy, this one. Her a little bit. But this cow is... Where's 820 at? Where the heck is she at? Right here. This is the cow I call Peach. This cow is 420's daughter, so. And she's a doll. She's a pain in the rear. Go figure that one out. How that works. Her a little bit. So, a handful of cows left. But, I say two of them out of like the 10 that we gotta watch out of 200, you know. Both of them calf, one calf yesterday, one calf today. Makes sense, I think, right? Yes, Helperton. Hey, you. How you doing? How are you doing? I gotta go in the house and rest my foot, buddy. I was gonna stick around and pet him for a while here, but not with that cow calving now. It'll waste my time a little bit, so I gotta go pay attention to her for a while. So it might be a week till you get outside, but get some sun. Right? Yep.
What's going to happen?
Your cardboard's coming up.
Those guys can't go out either because you can't see.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work.